Hello everyone, and you're all very welcome to this year's online celebration of Ceiliúradh and Og 2021. I'd like to extend a special welcome to our transition and fifth year students who take part in this initiative every year. My name is Tomás Kenny. I'm the post-primary diocesan advisor for religious education here in the Diocese of Kerry, and my work involves supporting and resourcing the religion teachers and chaplains throughout the diocese. This has been a difficult year for schools, for teachers, for you students, I know that, but now we can look forward to brighter days ahead. The summer is coming and hopefully everything will be back to normal come September. So a special thank you to all of you and to your teachers for helping in preparing for our online celebration today. Ceiliúradh and Og is a celebration of you young people, a celebration of your faith. And today's online presentation will involve a short word of welcome from Bishop Ray Brown in a few moments. We'll have your presentations. That will be interspersed with your guest speakers for today. And then finally, we will complete and close the celebration with the virtual choir. So I'm now going to hand you over to Bishop Ray Brown, who will say a few words of welcome.
As Bishop, I congratulate all involved in Ceiliúradh and Og this year. May this recorded conclusion be a good success. Enjoy hearing about each other's projects. Enjoy the speakers. It has been a tough year for all. People of all ages have experienced depression, boredom, frustration, periods of unhappiness. What positive learnings do you take from it? What positive personal memory do you have? One thing the pandemic has taught me is the importance in my life of the people around me, our interdependence. Where would you be without family, friends, classmates, neighbours, community? The pandemic has brought out so much goodness in people. Strive to see the good in everyone. Our friendship enriches each other's lives. Realise how good you feel when you help someone when they need help. We journey best when we journey together. Two sayings come to mind. Where there is no love, put love and you will find love. Love always multiplies and spreads. The world needs love. A famous person, well on in years, was asked, what was the greatest blessing in his life? He answered, my greatest blessing was that I always had such good friends. My greatest blessing was that I always had such good friends. Is there anything more important than friendship? Than the people in our lives each day? Jesus put it simply in two short phrases. Love one another. Have a special concern for the person in need. Again, congratulations on your projects. Enjoy the finale to Ceiliúradh.
Hi, my name is Ellen and this is Ciara, and we are Leaving Cert students in Tarbert Comprehensive School, and we've been fundraising for Concern along with our school for the past 6 years.
Every October we get our Concern sponsorship cards, and then in November we take part in sponsored silence, fasts and other sponsored events.
We also partake in church fair collections around Kerry and Limerick, and in the weeks prior we meet up at lunchtimes to organise ourselves, organising our high-vis jackets, our stickers, our buckets and our stands.
On the night, teachers and family members help us out. In the week after, we count the money. The grand total then is announced over the intercom at school. We also send the amount to the parishes that were involved, and it is put in the newsletters and at announcements at Mass.
Tarbert Comp is always in the top 5 schools in the country for fundraising for Concern every single year. In 2019, Tarbert Comp raised over $7,000 for Concern. and in the past 35 years we've raised over €230,000.
Hi, I'm Maura and this is Connor. We're two Leaving Cert students in Tarbert Comprehensive. Our school has been doing the food drive for St Vincent de Paul for the last 10 years. This year, even despite of COVID, we still managed to fill 23 hampers for St Vincent de Paul. Every student was asked to bring in 2 or more non-perishable items.
The fact that we had 23 hampers really showed that the students went above and beyond for this cause. Then when the hampers were full, we placed them under our Jesse tree in the library, and these were then collected by a representative of St Vincent de Paul. In the school we also had our Santa Jumper Day, which helped us raise €300 for St Vincent de Paul as well. For about 20 years now we've been doing the shoebox appeal for Team Hope and Concern. But in 2019 what we decided to do was a fundraiser. So in the school we did a bake sale. So everybody went home and they made something to bake. And then the next day what we did was we brought everything in and we sold it during a bake sale at lunchtime on the 25th of October 2019.
We raised €260.50. 2 students had the job of going to Limerick and doing the shop for the shoeboxes. These were Nicole and Sarah. They went to Limerick with their parents and bought a variety of fillers.
The following week we wrapped and packed the shoeboxes in school, and then the additional money was used to cover transportation, and as well as that €4 was put in each box.
A rep from Team Hope came and collected the shoeboxes and dropped them to the nearest collection point. In total, the school donated 200 shoeboxes, but these weren't all from our class, other classes had donated them too.
Hi there, our names are Rebecca O'Shea, Amy O'Connor and Maylin Muchler. We are all 16 years old in TY. We attend Colosht na Skellige, Carsavine.
We decided to explore the area of faith and justice, which led us to look into Boher. Boher is the Irish international charity that provides the gift of livestock as a means of long-term development aid. Boher enables families and communities to overcome hunger and poverty in a sustainable way, specialising in improved livestock production and the support-related training in the community. We chose Boher as it's great to see an Irish organisation doing such fantastic things for the less fortunate all around the world.
Fundraising for Boher. We wanted to get involved with helping raising money for Boher. We organised a raffle where we sold tickets for 50 cents per one or €2 for a whole strip. The prize for the raffle was a lovely Christmas hamper. There were 2 hampers for the first and second place winners. The raffle was a huge success with raising over €500. We really enjoyed organising and executing the raffle over the week. We had great fun and also felt wonderful knowing we were doing something beneficial for the people in need. Fundraising for this organisation was rewarding, as we were bringing justice to the needs of the people Boher help. Virtual cycle. To raise awareness of the charity to the TYs, we thought it would be fun if we did a virtual cycle. Basically what we attempted to do was cycle the amount of kilometres from Carsavine to Africa. Each student did their best to cycle for 20 minutes. We had 2 bikes going at the same time, and it nearly took us all week. It was very tiring but enjoyable. In the end, we added up everyone's kilometres. As you probably already expected, we did not cycle as many kilometres as if we were to cycle to Africa. But everyone made a huge effort and we did cycle an insane amount.
Here in St. Bridget's Secondary School, Clarny, we are a Catholic school under the trusteeship of Kesht. In this video, we are going to give you an insight into how we spread our Christian ethos during this academic year of 2020 to 2021.
One of the first events in our school year was in November We Remember. November is a time of praying for our loved ones who have gone before us and whose loss we feel. Our 2Y group created 2 large trees and gave a leaf to each pupil in our school. This encouraged our community to remember someone in their lives who has died. This activity brought our school community together while remembering our school ethos.
Presentation Day is an important day in our school community as our school was grounded by Nan O'Neill. As a transition year group, we wanted to celebrate this day while also adhering to the HSE guidelines on COVID-19. Therefore, with the help of the Religion and Music Department, we completed a presentation to celebrate the contribution of the Presentation Sisters through story and song. We thought this was particularly important for our first-year students. The presentation gave them an enhanced awareness about Nan O'Neill and the work of Presentation Sisters.
Catholic Schools Week 2021. Catholic Schools Week was celebrated during remote learning. This was a task for our TY group as we wanted to celebrate Catholic Schools Week, bringing our school community together while apart. Therefore, each day we shared recordings of reflections led by students. We were reflecting on our own school community and the hope and resilience they shared. Therefore, while physically apart, we continued to work tirelessly together as a faith community with a shared goal.
Thank you for listening to our video on how our TY group helped to spread our Christian ethos to our school community.
Hi, my name is Niamh Hargan. I'm a fifth year student at Ceiliúradh de Listowel, and this is our Ceiliúradh na Nóg 2021 faith project. Supporting our community. After studying faith and justice in our religion class, we decided to take a look at the most vulnerable people in our community at this COVID-19 pandemic. We took a look at RSV, our local nursing home, and decided to do a self-care box for each individual. For this to work, we needed to do a promotional leaflet. We promoted this using the use of social media, targeting students, staff, parents, and the entire community. Local shoe shops also contributed their extra shoe boxes for use of this project. Great community contribution. Members of the community also donated hairbrush, razors, deodorants, chocolate, biscuits, candles, and many more self-care products. On the day, we had asked student council, staff, students to help in the making of the self-care boxes. The support we got was overwhelming, and this was shown through the donations we received. On the day of delivery, Santa helped us to deliver the goodies to ours and Vera. In reflection on our project, we have learned that we have a fantastic community, and this is shown through the amount of support that we got. In the wise words of Helen Keller, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much.
Hi, my name is Sam.
And my name is Thomas.
And we're students in CBS degree in Ceiliúradh. In order for us to complete stage 1 exploration, we began researching different types of faith and religious practice in Ireland.
We chose to explore different stages of Christian faith practices and beliefs, and as a year group we decided to prepare for the Kerry Camino Pilgrim Walk.
As November is the month of remembrance, we decided to create a school display for our honoured deceased members of family and friends. Each student wrote the name of their loved one on a cross, and we displayed them on the school cross in our main hallway.
We also organised a multi-denominational prayer service in St. John's Church to celebrate Christmas and the birth of Christ. The theme of this service was Reflecting with Hope.
"2020 was a surprising and unique year through which our students have developed great resilience, and we wanted to celebrate that. We live streamed the service so that all our students in school and wider school community members will be able to access it. Of creation. In order to practice stewardship in our local community, we undertook a number of projects within our school community, such as planting a tree of hope donated by Tia House, creating an Edmund Rice friendship garden, and cleaning up our school paths and walkways.
give back to our local community in a great service in our local area, we decided to hold a non-uniform day in LFPA House, which raised over €1,000 in 2020 and 900 in 2021.
CBS degree, we really enjoyed participating in the Ceiliúradh and Old programme under the guidance of the Kerry Diocese throughout the past year.
We would highly recommend it to schools and students in the future. Thanks very much for listening.
Hi there everyone, I'm Anne-Marie and I know that today is a very special presentation of your hard work for the Ceiliúradh and Old programme as you bring it to its completion stage and distill it amongst your teachers and your community and your peers. When I was asked to speak to you today, I had many thoughts on what it must feel like for you right now, how much you've already been through and how much has changed over the past year, and indeed how challenging life can be as a young person without a global pandemic in the midst of it all. And not to sound like an owl one, but when I was your age, I found life quite difficult. And that was pre-mobile phones, pre-social media, and obviously pre-COVID times. For a good number of years, I was the typical teen who turned myself inside out, trying to fit, trying to belong. And that's all part of being human, isn't it? Just wanting to fit in and belong. But it turned out that turning myself inside out, it hurt a great deal. And it moved me further away from my sense of authenticity and my sense of self. So how did I bring myself back to me or towards the light? Well, looking back on it now, I would say it was hope. But what is hope? Well, hope for me was that teeny tiny flicker inside of myself that was there then and has never gone out, even in my darkest times. And hope is, to me, a spark of faith. So faith in God, faith in the universe, faith in a greater power, faith that no matter what, no matter how bad things get, that we have a connection to the divine and we have an everlasting thread, no matter how thin, that connects us to one another. I spent many years misunderstanding faith and over the years realised that really faith is a relationship with God. And like any other relationship, you'll have your good days and you'll have your not so good days. Your days when you're so thankful for everything you have, and then other days where you get angry and wonder why it's going all so wrong for you. And yet there still it will be that relationship if you allow it. So hope for me isn't wishful thinking or something external. It's something that exists within us as us. It's that tiny voice that speaks if we allow it to, from our head, from our heart, from our gut, from our mind and from our spirit. And it navigates the way even when we can only see the first step. So it's about igniting that flame of hope and hearing that voice. So how do we do that? Well, today, whatever is happening for you, just become a little still in yourself. Maybe breathe in gently, breathe out slowly, notice your heartbeat, and ask yourself the question then when you become still, what's my next step here in this moment? And it may be as simple as hearing a voice saying, well, go grab yourself some lunch because you need some energy right now. Or it might be something more like, maybe sign up for that class or maybe take a chance on that relationship. But the most important thing about this little voice that we might call hope or we might call God or we might call it our intuition, it has the power to lead us through our darker patches, but it also has the power to actually guide us when we're making choices or when we're about to take a step onto a new path. In stillness, we can find calm, we can find peace, we can find hope, but most importantly, we can move ourselves back towards our authentic self by doing this and bringing this into our daily devotion or our daily practice. And remember, creating those goals for life and pursuing them, that's wonderful and it's so important for you. But also remember the extraordinary in the ordinary every day, with your friends, the laughs you have, the moments with your family or by yourself when you're creating that relationship with self as well. So very best of luck today with the presentations. into the future, and we see hope in the future. I certainly do. So go gently and go safely, and remember to keep that light of hope within yourself ignited. Take care.
Hello, I'm Laura Janine, a TY student at Causeway Comprehensive School. Me and my two friends, Sarah and Melanie, decided to do 2 walking fundraisers over lockdown. We did 100 miles in February for the Mater Foundation and 50 miles in March for the Autism Assistance Dogs. We raised €422 between us for the Mater Foundation and $275 for the Autism Assistance Dogs.
My name is Melanie Deneen Higgins. I'm a transition year student from Causeway Comprehensive School. The Mater Hospital fundraiser was to help raise money for life-saving medical equipment. The Autism fundraiser was to help raise money for the training of Autism Assistance Dogs. We were inspired to take part in these challenges after learning about social justice and social communities in our religion classes. We wanted to give back to our local communities, and we wanted to raise awareness for these wonderful organisations.
Hello, my name is Sarah Sullivan and I'm a transition year student at Causeway Comprehensive School. As part of our 50-mile walking fundraiser, we decided to walk a marathon to resemble doing a pilgrimage. This gave us an insight into what the journey of a pilgrimage is like. Taking part in these fundraisers and challenges helped us to grow and to adapt a new mindset. I hope you enjoyed our presentation and thank you for listening.
My name is Marissa Hanley and I am a transition year student at Causeway Comprehensive School. Before Christmas, as part of our RE classes, we studied social justice and focused on homelessness in Ireland. As a class, we also watched the Peter McVerry interview during the Diocese of Kerry Mission Week.
Hi, my name is Emma Cronin and I'm a TY student at Causeway Comprehensive School. As a class, we did projects on homelessness and how organisations help the crisis. Here are a few of the organisations we studied.
Focus Ireland is a non-profit organisation. It grants services for communities who are homeless or at risk of homelessness.
Muslim Sisters of Era is an organisation of Muslim and non-Muslim women. Their purpose is to provide support to women.
The Alice Leahy Trust is a non-judgmental social and health service. It provides washing facilities and clothing for the homeless.
The Captain Day Centre in Dublin is an organisation that helps the homeless people. They provide them with food, meals, shoes, clothes and doctors.
Hello, my name is Lea Tritscher and I'm an exchange student from Austria. And during my exchange year in Causeway Comprehensive School, I sent a letter and a Christmas card to a nursing home in Aberdorney as a small act of kindness. And the letter was kindly received and I got a reply from a resident there.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Lamasney, a TY student in Causeway Comprehensive School. As an act of kindness before Christmas recently, myself and my family delivered a bundle of clothes to St Vincent de Paul charity shop in Tralee to donate to those in need.
Seo hí naomh gobnait. Sí an pátrún naofa í an bróiste dún chiin. Bhí anna bhaintice leis na macha. Ceiliúradh lá le gobnait an 10 de bhí fiabhra. Gach bliain an 10 de bhí fiabhra téim muintear dún chiin fadar ilthreacht fros lá le gobnait. Dúis siúlann tú timpeall an garan mór an sa na é bhauta. An son siúlann tú timpeall an grosan sa seacht bhauta. Sios an son go tobar gobnait agus siúlann tú timpeall seacht bhauta. Ná catar cúpla pingin isteach go gobnait. Raigan san gdíon rá charan. Siúlann tú timpeall an garan mór 5 bhauta. Agus timpeall an garan bheag 10 bhauta. Bailíam cúpla cloch le chéile agus an son nuair a bhíon trust déanta gom caham ceann isteach, chun na bheith gá gom cuoin bhar a méid athá déanta gom. Nuair an trust críoch na hegat an son, is féidir paidir a rá don éamh gobnait.
A big hello to everyone at Ceiliúradh na nÓg. I hope I've said that right. My name is Johnny Somerville and I work for a youth organisation called Scripture Union Ireland. Some of you might recognise my face from the Nua film series that you might have been using in school. It's a set of videos exploring the Christian faith and looking at tough questions. A big shout out though to Thomas Kenny and everyone at the Diocese of Kerry for putting on this event. I'm delighted that it's still happening. I was there a couple of years ago and maybe if possible it would be great to get back next year to see you all. But well done. Big shout out to all of you guys who have done online presentations today. Fair play to you. This has been a tough time and I think many of us recognise just how difficult it has been over a year of having restrictions. It really sucks. But I want to encourage you because as someone of faith, I have been, I suppose, reflecting on some of the early Christians, like way back, 2,000 years ago, after Jesus had died and resurrected and the church had started, because they lived through some incredible tough times. And yet they thanked God that through it all, God produced in them people of real character, of real strength. And they were people who had such hope. And so through all this, I would just encourage you to, even though it is really hard and we all wish it to be over, it is still a great opportunity for you guys to grow as people, to develop real strength in your character that could stand to you for the rest of your life. So I would, that's my encouragement for you today, to see this as an opportunity of growth, because God can still do incredible things even through tough times. A big shout out as well to all the teachers and chaplains who are watching this, just for all your dedication, your hard work, even when it's tricky, having to work from home and online school and all that. So yeah, be blessed everyone, and hopefully I might be able to be there in person next year. God bless.
I'm Ellie. And I'm Rachel. We are two fifth-year students at Castleisland Community College. Today we are going to speak about our work with Trócaire and Team Hope in conjunction with the Transition Year programme. These projects are cross-curricular as they connect the concepts of subjects such as religion, CSP, SPHE and geography.
There is a long-standing tradition in our school of donating shoeboxes to Team Hope's Christmas shoebox appeal. Miss Killington and Miss Murphy spearhead the appeal in our school. Miss Killington has experienced the extreme poverty of people all over the world when she worked with Team Hope in Mozambique.
Every year group in our school take part in the shoebox appeal. Some students bring boxes or items to fill the boxes, and the transition year student wraps the shoeboxes and assemble them. Community donations are greatly appreciated as each box requires €4 for transport.
There are 4 categories when making a shoebox: to wear, to wash, to write and to wow. All items are greatly appreciated, but the to write items are most valued. These items can be the key to the life-changing gift of education in these countries. We also use scrap material to make soft toys and leftover wood to make cars and spinners for the boxes. Last year, an outstanding 164 boxes were collected in our school.
We also held a bicycle appeal. A total of 41 bicycles were donated and a volunteer mechanic fixed any bikes needing maintenance. They were collected in March and are going to be taken by lorry to orphanages and families in the Chernobyl region.
A classmate of ours, Micheál O'Shea, created a board game which won the Trócaire Game Changers competition. The game, entitled Climate Conquest, is an innovative approach to learning about climate change. The game certainly promotes the ethos that learning can be enjoyable. Junior cycle geography classes in our school engage with this creative learning tool regularly.
We are so proud that our school has taken part in so many amazing projects. It means the world to see the difference this work can make in developing countries.
Thanks for listening.
To my dearest anxiety, you followed me home again, through every twist and every bend. I thought I left you at my front door. I don't need you anymore.
You've been with me through the heartbreaks, the times of crying in the car, when I was left breathless in my core. I don't need you anymore.
Let me get this straight. I'm not ashamed. My delicacy is both a strength and a pain. But anxiety is not my name, and you don't deserve my fame.
Our YSI class is called the Anxiety Society. We believe anxiety is an extremely important and relevant topic in today's society, especially amongst teenagers. Between relationships, school, outside school activities, and many other aspects of life, teenagers all around the world suffer immense anxiety. Our class decided to focus our project on exploring anxiety and the different coping mechanisms related to it, as we could then share our findings and discover how we as a class could contribute positively to our community and those who suffer with anxiety.
We began by creating an Instagram page dedicated to our project, Anxiety Society _YSI. Here we shared various quotes, step-by-step coping mechanisms, and pictures of us working on our project. One of our main ideas to raise awareness was to paint positivity rocks and place them in our local community. We placed them in our town park and other walkways where we believed they would be seen and our messages heard. We had hoped to create a short film highlighting the day-to-day struggles of those who suffer from anxiety. We had written a script and had anticipated to begin filming shortly after the Christmas break. However, under current circumstances, this plan was paused.
We proceeded to work while we were in lockdown and decided to create a video that could put a smile on anyone's face. It was difficult as we were working online. However, we managed to create a video of our class on a Zoom call with our teacher where we created a prank-like clip. Our ultimate goal was to highlight anxiety and to normalise that people suffer with their mental health on a day-to-day basis. We believe anxiety needs to be talked about more in society and we should be able to learn how to cope with it. We recognise individual struggles and we felt strongly that we can make a difference in someone's life. We, the Anxiety Society, hope that our work throughout the year has made some impact in society today. Thank you.
Hello and greetings to all of you there at Ceiliúradh. My name is Brother Richard and it's my very great privilege to have been invited to greet you today and to wish you well for this gathering and to pray that the Lord will continue to bless you as you gather and for all the work that you have done and indeed for all that you are continuing to do. This last year has been such a strange year for all of us, a year of pain and isolation for many, a year of suffering and sickness for some, but hopefully behind it all, it has been a year in which we have learned a little more compassion, a little more patience, a little more love. And if we continue to live those values in the year that is coming, then we will truly be living as children of the kingdom, greeting one another as brothers and sisters always. So from here to you, I wish you every blessing and every peace, and I pray that this next year might be a year of joy, of faith and of hope. God bless you all.
is Casper. This is the Holocaust memorial inside the Garden in Listowel. The Holocaust refers to the period between 1933 and 1945 under the reign of Adolf Hitler. Jews in Europe were subject to harsh conditions, which led to the death of 6 million Jews. 1.5 million of these were children, and the destruction of 5,000 Jewish communities.
Hello, my name is Patrick Murphy, and in 1933, when Hitler became Chancellor of Germany, he began constructing these concentration camps. At first, he said he would only imprison people who opposed his Nazi policy, but eventually he started imprisoning people based on their religious beliefs. Later on, he began constructing these throughout Europe as Germany expanded. He would round up the Jews and send them on death trains to these prison camps, and if you didn't obey, you would be shot by Gestapo.
Buchenwald concentration camp was in Weimar, Germany. It was commanded by Karl Otto Koch. Ilse Koch, who was the wife of Karl Otto. She used the dead bodies of Jews and created household objects and auctioned them off and kept the money. Buchenwald extermination camp was a cruel place where many starved. When the Allies arrived, they found many Jews in horrific conditions. The pictures taken of Buchenwald were the first to reach the public, and the public was horrified.
In religion, we learnt about the persecution of the Jews, and the memorial in Listowel helps us remember this. It is the only one in Ireland, and it was erected in 2013 by Paddy Fitzgibbon. It uses the sleepers from train rails as a metaphor for the trains that used to bring the Jews to the concentration camps. The wooden posts depict the feet of Jews that had been chained together in the concentration camps.
The memorial in the Garden is a constant reminder of the horrific crimes committed by Nazis during 1930 to 1945. It is important that we never forget these actions, so this can never happen again.
Dedicated to the memory of those who died in the Holocaust and to all the victims of injustice and oppression. The plaque is in Latin and it reads, "Perhaps it will be pleasing to remember even these things at some time."
We're from Mill Street Community School. In our transition year, we explored social justice as part of our RE lessons. During this module, we found out about different organisations in Ireland that work on behalf of people who are struggling to get a proper foothold in Irish society. We carried out research into SVP, Focus Ireland, the Peter McVerry Trust and the Simon Community. We didn't stop at that. We tried to find out the reasons why people of Ireland, one of the wealthiest countries on the planet, felt they had no choice but to engage in these organisations and accept their support.
In doing this, we also found out about the amazing work carried out by Cork Penny Dinners. We learned that they prepare and serve maybe 2,000 freshly made meals per week. This is a much higher figure than would have been the case before the financial crash 12 years ago. There has been a huge increase in homelessness and mental health issues, and this has been reflected in the growth in the number of people availing of the services offered by Cork Penny Dinners in the recent years.
Motivated by what we had discovered, our class decided to hold a collection of non-perishable goods in the run-up to Christmas 2019. The school and local community got behind our efforts, and we were glad to be able to make a healthy contribution to the tremendous work that Katrina Toomey and her incredible team in Cork Penny Dinners do each day. It was good to undertake some practical action in response to what we had learnt in class.
Head girl of Skull Fubble Ceiliúradh.
My name is Michael Dinhe, head boy of the school. We are here to talk to you about how we pray together as a whole school community this year. We undertook the challenge of leading your school community in prayer during the following occasions.
In September, the previous head boy and head girl and the chaplain held the beginning of year prayer service over the intercom. We reflected back on the first lockdown, on our return to school and our hopes for the year ahead. In November, we remembered all those that we have met on life's journey and have now passed on to another life over the intercom. Candles were distributed to each classroom. Before Christmas, we collaborated with Father Pat O'Donnell and held a Christmas prayer service in the church that was live streamed into each classroom. Representatives from each group, year group, fifth year musicians and readers are present in the church. Visits to the prayer room were curtailed this year due to social distancing requirements, but we've created a prayer space on entry to the school.
To conclude, we learned that it is okay to break from tradition and that we can pray together, physically or virtually. We were entrusted with much lengthier pieces to read due to the microphone restrictions, and we stood up to the challenge. Students appreciated the pause from schoolwork even more this year. It allowed us as a school community space and time to process the loss and grief from all the challenges that we were experiencing. The feedback from the teachers and students was very positive. The teachers commented that students were engaged in the prayer service despite not being physically present. As the saying goes, when there's a will, there's a way.
Just before we close with our virtual choir, I would like to thank all the RE teachers and chaplains and all the RE coordinators for helping in bringing together all this great work. And of course to you, the transition and fifth year students, the presentations were excellent. So now I'm going to hand you over to our school's Ceiliúradh and Óg virtual choir, and they will close our celebration with the song True Colours.
Inside you makes you feel so small, but I see your truth.